On the Red 6, our ABC 15 investigators broke the story, now getting national and even international attention.
The fact the title, and I don't want to just talk about, at least they reported on this. Witness explains why she recorded officers, should be an apostrophe there, but whatever, actions. Why should anyone explain that? Don't they have body cams, the officers, even on patrol cars? I mean, they're public servants. Why does it need to be explained? It shouldn't even explain. I think it's everybody's right to record an officer's actions. I've been through that predicament before. The officers get tense, even for a minor stop for others. They feel uncomfortable. And let's look at the comfortable meter on this guy right here. Not so much the guy you get arrested. Yeah, it's an uncomfortable feeling, but look at the officer.
Officer handcuffing.
I don't even want to call him an officer. That's a cop.
And detaining a Wall Street Journal reporter after interviewing people outside the bank. Police have not released body camera footage, but a bystander recorded what happened on her own.
See, and also, why don't they release the footage? I think there should be a law for that. No, you have to release the footage. Let's say the person that's getting arrested wants the footage. It's their right. They could have the footage. They could do whatever they want with it. This is not his. I don't know the circumstances of this case, but that's a disobedience on the officer there. That's a civil disobedience.
Cell phone. And tonight, ABC 15 Chief Investigator Dave Biscovings got an exclusive interview with that woman, and her story raises even deeper questions, both with what police and that.
Saying he was going to leave.
The voice you hear.
She's recording that.
Is that of Caitlin Parody.
I feel really strongly that no one should have been treated like that, and that did not need to cuff them.
But before we get back to this,
the cop can't even walk. He just feels so uncomfortable. Like, is the big guy gonna hurt you there, big guy? Like, I would have recorded that. I'd be like, wow, do you feel tense, buddy? What are you so scared for? You're arresting the guy. You have all these tools right here. Do you have a vest on? Is he gonna shoot you with his thoughts?
Recording. Let's start from the beginning of what Caitlin saw.
And as I walked in,
What's next? You're gonna bring backup? And look how the cop was walking, so uncomfortable. It's just like, ooh, it's kind of. I would feel bad for him, but I had those experiences with Roy Police. They just I was like, are they gonna try to kill me now? Because I told them that they feel uncomfortable. Wow, you guys are really, really lame about this. And I have footage as well, but it's like, where does this end, man?
You absolutely did not need to cuff them.
But before we get back to this recording...
And by the way, I don't think it's a black and white thing. I think it's anyone that actually has a mind and just stands up for themselves. They feel very threatened.
Let's start from the beginning of what Caitlin saw.
And as I walked in, Dion, who I didn't know was Dion at the time, was standing outside, and he identified himself as a reporter with the Wall Street Journal and asked me, if I'd be interested in participating in a story.
A lot of times, the cops I experienced, they want you to get crazy, rowdy, and they want you to get yell profanities and be stupid so they can have something against you and they laugh at you. When you're reasonable, they actually feel threatened. They don't understand what that is. A lot of them, they can't process that and they feel very scared. Like that guy that got arrested, he had a smirk on his face. It didn't appear like he was angry, agitated. I mean, he wasn't saying anything foul. He was just like, what are you doing this for? This and that. The guy was just tense. He couldn't even walk. It's like, why are you even arresting the guy if you know it's wrong?
I asked him a little bit more about the story. I decided I didn't want to participate. We had a perfectly cordial, nice interaction, and I went inside.
So he was very clear with you up front. You said it was cordial, no issue with you.
No, I went inside, and when I got inside, I was filling out my deposit form. Before I walked up to the teller, and I saw a police officer talking to the bank manager. This is ridiculous. This is the most obscene thing I think I've ever seen.
That's why she started to get a bad feeling, one she said was confirmed when she got back outside.
Also, the hands behind the back, I would say that, you do that, and it is, I don't say emotionally traumatic, but it's an experience that you don't want. You restrict it. You could have cuffed him in front. The guy wasn't resisting. I had experiences like that. And the cop threatened. Actually, I felt like he was an officer. He was like, Lucas, if you're gonna act out, you're gonna do something crazy, I'm gonna cuff you behind your back. I was given the right one time to have my handcuffs in the front. I was like, well, that's actually nice of you because I don't like my hands in the back. It's a very disgusting feeling, especially when you're sitting in a patrol car. You're uncomfortable. It feels like anything could happen. You can't protect yourself. It is a psychological I don't want to say psychological warfare, but it's a psychological act what this cop over there did. The guy wasn't being foul and, obscene, so there's no need for that. I think that's excessive force nonetheless.
Made you think like, hey, you know what? I better, go stand over there and capture this video.
It was just so.
I believe anybody should pull out the phone camera and record anyone that's arresting for their rights. Who knows where it could go, And I mean, it didn't look like the guy was gonna really hurt the guy, although he did. I think he used excessive force. The cop, he felt uncomfortable just for that reason. I think I think it's everybody's right to record it. It's not an obstruction of justice, even though cops will get in your face about that sometimes, and they'll push you around, even though they won't do anything. They'll make you feel like you're doing something illegal, something wrong. And some of them will, just with slouch pants over there, just walk. It's all right, you can do that. But in the back of the mind, like, oh wow, he's recording us.
Oh, egregious that to me that they were handcuffing a reporter and that it happened at the speed at which it happened.
Caitlin and Dion both believe it's...
Now, you could say, I'm not talking about the hair, although it does look like something to make fun of the dude, but he's wearing shorts. And maybe he's just, reporter, he's just asking questions like, this is something I would have done, especially on a Chase Bank or a bunch of other places where, I got pushed around, people were messing with my money. It's like, how could you not record? And then you're going to call the cops on somebody? I was threatened by a bank. They're going to call the cops on me because they were a federal institution and they didn't want to give me a PIN to my bank account and a number for a fraudulent department when my money was taken out of my bank account. This is disrespectful and criminal to the highest degree, but let's go on.
It's likely that her recording kept him from being arrested, and in Officer Caleb Zimmerman's incident report, he wrote that Dion committed trespassing, that there was probable cause to arrest him. The officer also claimed bank employees told Dion to leave, something the reporter says is not true.
My husband's a journalist, he's also white, as am I, and in that moment, I just knew that he wouldn't be in handcuffs if things could have gone the same way.
Her husband does not...
Yeah, I just feel like, here in the United States of America, anybody could just call the cops on anybody and say they're trespassing. Oh, they're being annoying or something. They're harassing me. Ooh, take the bad men from us. When you're the one doing something criminal, and I just want to find out this and then the other thing. I mean, anyone could just pull out the cell phone and call the cops and stuff. You know how much danger you inflict on a person? It could go really bad. It could really go really bad. You're cowards. You're really cowards.
Work for ABC 15 or the Wall Street Journal. Now, Caitlin's recording also raises additional concerns, like the officer threatening to arrest her.
And by the way, it's not a white-black thing, like black people aren't scared. White people only call the cops. I got threatened by a Latino and a Portuguese girl. Portuguese all over darker, but I got threatened by a Latino Hispanic person who someone said, oh, he's hood, he sounds like hood, to call the cops on me. There were black people that are probably thinking about calling cops. They were calling cops on me for things I didn't even do.
I'm fine where I am. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Oh, wow.
I think
You want to get arrested as well. See, that's what they do. And you can tell by the tone he said it's very nonchalantly. There's no probable cause. Just that he's trying to make you feel that way. So you get skittish, scared, you put the phone down, you walk away. That's what he's trying to do. I mean, he can say that, but if you're an officer, are you allowed to say that? Arrested for what, officer? Why are you trying to threaten me? Is that a threat?
like most people.
And are they gonna figure out who you are, where you live, and gonna harass you, give you parking tickets or something?
I wasn't very clear on what my rights actually were. I knew it was important to record what was happening, regardless.
Then you gotta back up. Alright, so you detained the person. Why are you asking them questions? Are you trying to look good for the camera, or you made a mistake?
I heard him say he would leave, and he was literally not doing anything.
When backup arrived, another officer wrongly told her she had to be at least 8 feet back.
Why are you standing on your back like that?
Now, if he told her she has to stay 8 feet back, obviously he didn't mean it. And that is a form of misleading a person, misleading a civilian, and a form of harassment.
I was standing here. He just walked up here. I was standing here.
Okay, you're gonna stand back here. That's not 8 feet, just like law sticks. There's no reason for you to stand like that next to him.
Well, that's more than 8 feet, and she's still walking her back. She doesn't want the person record and maybe get recorded what they're saying. Now, there is 3 of them. There's backup right there for one single person that wasn't resisting. It's really not that dangerous. Is it because the camera was there, or they're being recorded now? They know the mistake, but look how subtle they are. They're not like, oh, we made a mistake, this and that, and they could resolve it, let them go, apologize maybe, or maybe just when the officer was on the scene, ask a couple questions and resolve the issue, what was going on, instead of just handcuffs and prosecute.
I was up there recording the conversation.
Okay, I'm here. As you wish.
I'm out there literally doing my job. And
The reporter told us he filed a complaint.
Now, he does look a bit different, right now he looks a bit more cleaner, but even in the rest, you could tell he wasn't causing havoc and he wasn't dangerous. What's the point with this? And, anybody that's detained, you sit in a car and a backup comes, you relax because you didn't do anything, but it is a form of a trauma nonetheless, and it's a horrible experience.
And got a call weeks later saying the officer did nothing wrong. Caitlin told us she also filed one.
you actually also called it a complaint?
Yes, I called the Standards Bureau, but they called me back and told me that the investigation was closed, that they had found no wrongdoing, and that the officer had probable cause.
That's what they do. Also, I was told, well, it's past the time, you missed by a week to file a complaint. Here's a number, you could call this department. Oh, it's in the same building or something like that. Come in here, but we're closed at certain hours. Like, I'm not going to believe you, man. You guys are ridiculous.
Now that contradicts statements from Phoenix. They claim
I'm not even angry. I just want to record you, look at your face. They're like, are you really going to try to say with a serious face they're a cop? like, I'm not even going to, sue you. I survived it. You guys are just petty. There's like 6, 7 of you. There's 3 of you here. And, when she's standing like, I mean, look at the guns are out. They're not drawn, but it is a form of terror. Like, they're not going to do that, but who knows how it could go.
it's under internal
So they let him go, right?
investigation and has been since November 28th. The problem, both the reporter and Caitlin say, they got calls telling them it was closed and nothing was wrong. Weeks
That's what they'll do. Internal Affairs will do that. Are they really trying to help society, help the public?
after that, we asked Phoenix to explain the discrepancy, and this is what they just emailed us. Quote, the administrative process began on November 28th. The investigation remains open and was never closed.
I think there's a track record with the police department that this unfortunately falls in line with, part of a pattern of really, really poor, really aggressive, and really racist policing.
I'm investigator Nick Biscup.
And this reminds me of a friend, he points the finger, he's like, all right, so this, it's like, I don't want to hear you at this point, man. Like, you're cowardly, but, now you're trying to backtrack.
ABC 15, Arizona.
Find all of Dave's reporting on the case, including the story he first broke on ABC.